Hello. So in this video, basically, I'm going to tell you guys how to optimize a strategy in Tradingview and actually how to get one running. Not one running, but like more make sure it doesn't have any errors. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. So as you can see, I'm on Tradingview here, and I will increase the size because some people have told me that it is hard for them to see. Control plus. Okay, so as you can see, this is my high frequency trading algorithm, and I have this will work on anything, but there are a few steps before we do anything. You are going to go through them. So this is a known profitable trading strategy, but I'm not going to give this out because this is mine, and if someone else were to use it and scale up, my trading strategy will fail. Since I'm currently trading with around $500,000, it's really easy to push over the limit. So what you want to have in a good strategy is backtesting dates. So backtesting settings, so your ability to change the backtesting. So if I go like this, you can see how it changes down there. And as you can see, it's pretty darn accurate. So you want to have that. Then you want to have multiple cells. So I have a volume cell, I have a RSI cell, and I have a SMA cell. And take profit, stop loss, and trailing stop. But I warn you, Tradingview's trailing stop system does not work at all, so please do not use it. So that's why it's set to 100. So that's pretty nice. So if you don't have a trailing stop or multiple like backup cells, go back and rethink your strategy, because it is not necessarily worth the risk, so make sure you definitely have those, especially if you have a take profit and stop loss. You need to have a take profit and stop loss. If I cannot stress anything more, you need to take profit and stop loss. So the first thing that you're going to do is so this is the MACD strategy, so we're just going to actually use this because this is broken, but it works. Okay, so I'm going to reset everything back to defaults. So make sure you change your stop loss and take profit to 100 or above, because what we want to be testing is the actual algorithm, so the buy and sell signals first. So we want to be changing the buy and sell signals, and we don't want to be relying on the take profit or stop loss to get out of our trades for us, unless that's definitely part of your strategy. In that case, that's a main sell point. So we're going to change it to 30, and then we're going to change that to 35. Okay, so let's just say 20. All right, so as you can see right here, we have basically base settings. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is, I'm going to pull this over here a bit. So you want to look at this number right here. That is your profit factor, and that is your percentage profitable. If you're running a swing trading strategy, you will pretty much need above a 50% profitable. Okay, if you're running a high frequency strategy, then within the day, it doesn't necessarily have to be profitable, so it can be less than 50%. But as you can see, and this number right here, and you need it to beat the market, because otherwise it's not worth this single thing. So also it has to trade over 100 it has to trade over 100 times to get an accurate testing period. So I have it set to 140, and you're going to also look at this number right here. This is a Sharpe ratio. If it's above 1, it's a good strategy, which means it's a good amount of risk, and it's a good amount of risk, and you are consistent enough where companies would start considering it a decent strategy, such as Goldman Sachs and Tradingview. So what you want to look for is a profit factor of 2. This is what you really want to look for, okay? A profit factor of 2, a percentage profitable. If you're a day trader, it doesn't matter. But if you're a swing trader, It has to be above 50%. Okay. This Sharpe ratio has to be above 1 for anything to work. Okay. So those are the numbers that you're looking at. All right. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is test the inputs. So I have it running on all. So it's so this is the long strategy portion, and I got to admit, this, and this don't necessarily work in my strategy. So I'm not going to be able. I'm not tuning those. But so what you want to tune your strategy for defaults first is you want to tune it for. You want to see if it actually. You got to set up the sources, because the sources are what you're looking for first. So source, we're going to go through open. Okay, so that just look at the highest number for that value. Okay, let's look at it. So open was the difference. Okay, open, high, 8, close, open, high, close 2, 4, 6. I'm pretty sure that was the highest, which is the low. So what I did was I cycled through all of them, and I basically was testing the best strategy right here. So right now we're going to run on the low settings. Okay. Then we're going to format our SMA EMA system. So if you're running a MACD strategy, you're definitely going to have this, but you want to definitely tune your inputs first. So right here you have your this is MA type. Just want to see, okay, so I'm going to change both of them to SMA, and you just want to test every single possible value. So there's 4 different possible combinations. It's like finding out a padlock. Okay, so that one is the best. Now, the signal smoothing. So what you're wanting to do is focus on the inputs for the signals first. So this is involving the inputs of where it buys and sells. So what I'm going to do is go through all of them and find the best one to start tuning them on. 4. So I'm just going through them very fast and just searching for the highest number. Okay, so it looks like in the mid, it was pretty sure the highest that I saw was, yeah, it was like it was a 4.7. Okay, so right now we just added 70% on to the original strategy, and guess what? Our risk basis is better, and our percentage profitable is almost 60%, which is good. Okay, now we're going to go back and redo our sources. So if it makes a difference, so that one makes it worse. That one makes it worse, but what if I change them both to SMA? No, both makes them worse. So we're just going to keep both of them at SMA, EMA. Now we're going to change all of these, and we're going to go through them. So open, high, low, 4.7, close, 4.15. Okay, so it looks like the low is the settings to use. All right, so now you're going to want to adjust the cells first. So the slow length is basically how it sells for the MACD. So we're going to start at 2 and just work our way up to, we get to a 3 of a 4.9, 4.7. Okay, it looks like it's unprofitable, so that 4.7 is our highest number, so we're going to keep it there. And we're going to do the same thing for the fast length. So now we're adjusting the actual buy and sell settings. Four 8. Okay, so we got a little bit better, which means we have to retune and go back on this. So let's start at 1, and we're going to go through them. Four, 6, 4, 4.8. So yeah, we got the same number again. So now we're going to go back to the signal smoothing because that's the closest thing that we have to actually changing where it buys and sells. So 4.5, 4.8. So it's looking like that is the highest that we're going to get to on this strategy. And yet again, I just picked the unknown strategy, which is MACD strategy, and it's optimizing it. So what is the number? Let's see it. Okay, 5.48 was our highest. Okay, now we're going to adjust our take profit and stop loss, but we're going to adjust our stop loss first. So we're going to go 0.1, and basically we're going to adjust it to the highest point. Do we see that number? So as you can see, 4.62, 4.9. Look at that. So it looks like the highest was a 616. Okay, now we're going to adjust our take profit. So we're going to go 0.1 and adjust everything to the highest possible time number. Just going to go through them. Just going through them. 649, 654, 66, 67. So 67 was 674. All right, so now we're going to go back and readjust our stop loss. Well, look at that, we got 721. And now we're going to go back and readjust the take profit. So I know that this seems boring and stuff, but it does help us a lot. So you have noticed, so the highest that we just got was 29. That is literally 3 times more than the original strategy called for, like our profit. So we're gonna go through it again and again and again because, I mean, this is, if you're doing this for a living, you know, you have to be very prepared for it. 6, 7. Seven, 2, 1. Okay, so that is still the highest that we've got. So now we're going to go back and basically do everything that we did before again. So we're going to adjust the EMA and SMA. So let's see if we both change them on SMA. Okay, they're both junk. If I do that, both the EMA. Okay, now we're going to adjust the source again and see if it gets any better. So just going to start at the bottom. Close. Okay, it looks like nothing outperforms low. So what we're going to do is then going to go back through the sell points first and then the buy points. 7, 2, 1. Okay, that's 20, and then we're going to do the buy points again. Okay, it is looking like we have hit basically a max for this strategy. So as you can see, our net profit is 29% over the course of a year, and this is on TQQ on the 1 minute chart, as you can see here. But it does buy and sell, and it does make some money, and that is, I mean, I guess that matters. And it does work, mostly. It pretty gets, like if I zoom in here, it gets it pretty nice. So if I draw an info line from there to there, look at, I mean, it pretty much like iced the bottom and the top of that, and bottom of the top of that, and bottom of the top of that, bottom, sold up there. I mean, it does work. It does work. And I mean, that's basically how you make a profitable strategy. I mean, I know that was 15 minutes. I'll live your life the pro and never get back, but you know, it'll help you. So see you later.